Hey everybody, Bill Owen from mnpctech.com. How you doing? Welcome back. This is episode 4 in my retro PC building and modding series, Mod Like It's 1999. In this episode, we're going to go back and revisit Derek at PC Doodle. He had the PC in the very first episode that could play cassettes, and he had built it with hardware from 1999 and 2000. We're going to see what he's done with the custom window I've installed in his side panel, and he's going to share another mod with us and his bounty of beige boxes that he recently got. Then we're going to do a house call to an old friend of mine. He wants to give me his pristine PC from 1998.
So after Bill installed this fancy window kit available on his website, we really wanted to give a tribute to kind of the high technology of the time. So we went with Microsoft Windows 98, which was the operating system of choice back then. XP didn't come out until about 2001. Intel Pentium 3, there's a high competition at that point in time, but the Intel Pentium 3 was an excellent processor choice. 3DFX, this was right towards the end of them as a company. The card that's in here is the last card that was available on the mass consumer market. And then Yamaha XG, because coincidentally, some of the music that we bought 2 years ago was developed on this chip, or was composed on this chip, and we're so happy to be able to find our old floppy disk and play his music.
Just tell us what you've done for your lighting inside this, because this is obviously nothing from 1999 or 2000.
Yeah, so after etching all the logos into the side of the case, we really wanted to give it a lighting system that did it justice. And we kind of wanted to give it a throwback to the days when you would put a badge on your PC. And this is a company called TranMicro, which was a local company. We wanted to give a tribute to the days of the badge. And we converted that to a switch with a piece of copper, and that enables us to adjust the brightness of the LEDs, and there's a few different modes that we have here. So you can see the first is red, and you can see the LEDs chase around as you change colors. We got cyan, magenta, yellow, and then there's one animation, and it's pretty obnoxious, so it stops after about 10 seconds. So we didn't want to make any holes or switches in the case, so what we decided to do was to use something called a capacitive sensor, and this is just a piece of copper, and you can plug this into any digital pin on an Arduino, and you can sense, you'll get a value between about 50 to 250. So what we did in code is just kind of look at the current value, and then we cycled through the different LED modes. And our first prototype looked something like this, and then we decided, hey, we can cut this down to the size of the badge, and it still functioned just fine. So that was what we ended up with. Oh yeah, bumper cam all the way, dude. That's the only way to go. Yeah, the sense of speed at these games was just unreal for the time. It was the first game that actually got your adrenaline pumping.
This is actually pretty damn good, you're right. For the era, this is really good. I think you would really like Forza though.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, look, you leave skid marks. Those stay until the next lap. They don't auto-erase. They put a lot of work into this. Now I'm racing like a madman. See what we got inside. No power supply.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's the fan I was telling you about. That's what they used on the Voodoo 5500s. And it's being used on the Northbridge there. So they obviously supplied more than just 3DFX. I've never seen these anywhere else.
Look at this build date.
Oh no, my gosh. We got to keep that in there. So via chipset, everybody hated these. This is for drivers and blue screens. Look at Post.
That's cool. What board is this? Is it an Intel board or?
EP. Who's EP? EP. I don't remember manufacturer EP. It is definitely a cheaper board, but I like that they put the BIOS on there.
Yeah.
So this must be like, I'm assuming an Athlon system. In 01, would that be an Athlon?
Yeah.
A socket like that, yeah, with the VIA chipset. So this was a budget kind of gaming build.
Yep.
A budget gaming build from 2000. Obviously, I didn't put in a nice video card here. We have a huge video BIOS chip here. This is probably like a SIS or something cheaper. You can tell the RAM too is. Oh no, I think that this is pretty much what RAM looked like in 2000 on even high-end video cards. Overall, pretty cool. Well, that's one down. There we go. So this one you have to remove the front panel, and then these slide out. Screwless design, which is nice. Oh wow, look at this.
Oh yeah,
We're
the rounded cables. Yep.
Holy cow. Nobody gave a damn with the cable management in this.
No.
Although it does have 3S. Why do all of these have the dates? This is amazing. You never find this in the wilds.
That is cool.
And we have a onboard 3D Rage chip, which was very famous for running Final Fantasy VII, the PC version back in the day. And its external memory chips there. It's probably 8 megs. Got our BIOS there. South bridge. And where's the north bridge on this guy? North bridge right here. And expandable cache for the CPU. That's probably level 3 cache. Interesting. This must be a socket 7, or no, it says Athlon XP on it. This must not be an Athlon. There's no way. An Athlon with an external cache, level 3 cache?
95 on there.
Yeah, somebody else put a different board in here.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it has been downgraded.
Yes,
somebody gave it to their kids or something. Interesting. Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, so I picked up this gateway in, I'm going to say 97. I just moved back from Germany to Mankato and was working for the New Ulm Journal newspaper. Early days of course, dial-up. And it was funny because I owned this Jetta, and the monitor was so large that I couldn't get it in the trunk, the monitor box. I had to put it in the back seat. That monitor must have been 2.5 feet deep, right?
Yeah, the days of the CRT. I know. Kids would go to like these LAN parties and stuff and haul those monitors to somebody's house and set up a network to game everybody.
Oh man.
Encarta, Encyclopedia Streets, Trip Planner, PC Camera, Virtual Globe, whatever, you know.
Guido, you really are like an archivist.
Bookshelf. I don't know what half of these things are, you know.
Your parents
money
taught you
and all
well
that
on
stuff.
keeping all your stuff.
But
man.
the best in going through here. I don't know, that's...
Control to Alpha 1. Cargo containers located at Spaceport Holding Area. Proceed to Spaceport. Ground Team Epsilon reporting. We're on our way. Over.
REDLINE Racer.
Beta volante.
Windows 98, I have no idea.
Oh, it's nice to have the disc. I don't have to buy one.
Office 2000.
Beautiful. This is beautiful, Guido. I'm glad you asked me if I wanted it, man. That's awesome.
Have fun.
Wow, Guido's Gateway 2000 PC is like a time capsule. And all that software he's kept since 1998, he's like an archivist. So if you were a Beige PC Bounty Hunter, what do you think it'd be worth if you listed it on eBay? Cleaned it up, reload the OS on it, take some nice photos and all that software. Now the 2 games that we played, I don't even remember them, but I guess it's just a bonus. So just for fun, if you were to list that on eBay, what do you think you could get for it? Beige PC Bounty Hunters. I don't know. Could be some nice part-time cash, huh? As promised, here is the first wave of retro PC builds that you've submitted to me via a whole bunch of different community forums that I'm a member of. I started a thread asking for your photo submissions of your builds that you've done from 1995 to 2005, and there's been an overwhelming response. I love seeing all these builds. And if you, the viewer, wants to submit your own retro build, all you have to do is join one of these community forums, and I'll put a link in the video description. You may even be a member already, and you can just submit your photos and I'll share them in a future episode of my Mod Like It's 1999 series. So here's the first wave of retro beige boxes. I want to thank you again for watching this episode 4 in my series, and this series could go on for a long time, but I will be sneaking other videos within this series as I do, because this series is really just for fun, and when I feel inspired, or like one of my friends asked me to pick up his PC, or Derek's got something going on, or somebody else that's retro PC oriented, I want to share it in an episode. But if I don't see you before the holiday break, have a great new year, a safe one for your friends and family. Remember, you can go to my site at mnpctech.com and get parts, accessories, whether they're replacement parts, fans, filters, grills, for your new build or your old retro build. So I wish everybody a happy and safe holiday break, and I hope to see you soon.